All right, y'all, this is Our Take. This is Mark the moderator.
Thanks.com. The game is the game always.
Leaf is only family. Little brother's taller than big brother now.
Avery the process. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to ask an unpopular question because of where we sit at. But I'm going to ask, at this day and time, do fans have too much access when it comes to sports? And do you think that the fans' access should be less than what it is now?
Meaning,
that's a damn good
what
question.
What does that mean, though? I don't know what that means.
Mark, explain. Break it down.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Yo, simply the fans is all up in players' business. They know everything that is going on with players between Twitter, IG, and social media. It's like there's a lot of access to the personal lives, to the business of sports. Should we have this much access at this time, or would it be better served as fans to have less access than what we have? Go ahead.
No,
I'm gonna say I'm good with the access that we have, but we have to weed out the fake stories that come out and people then share it and it gets shared and then people start to believe some of these stories. And that goes beyond sports. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's a big problem because everyone sees a story and everyone believes this story is the truth. No one knows what exactly is the truth and what's going on with these players or these organizations. As far as the players go and the access they give us, that's on them. They don't have to give us the access. They don't have to go on IG Live. They don't have to speak to people. Like, yo, Dame Lillard is heavy on IG Live, but Dame Lillard will only answer certain questions. You feel what I'm saying? If you ask Dame Lillard about a game that's going on and he sees it, Dame will hit you and give you, you know what I mean, his opinion. But other players let us into too much, and that's on them. So if a player don't want us to have access, we won't have it.
Banks?
I'm gonna agree with him. Yeah, everything he said is pretty much on point. Like I'm fine with the access. You know, it's not necessarily even about the stories that we believe. It's just what you choose to interpret. And if the players have full control of the access to their lives. If you don't want somebody to know something, don't put it out there. Don't put it out there. As Herm Edwards would say, don't hit send. You know, you have the choice. It's, you know, these things are tools. Instagram, Twitter, all that. It's a great tool for us and the players, because now you feel like you have more access to the player as a fan, and the player has more access to his fans to interact with them. But like Dame does, you can keep it in bounds. When we talk about the game, it's cool. Don't ask me about my wife. Don't ask me about my kids. Don't ask me about anything that's not pertaining to the game of basketball. Or you will get ignored, or you will get blocked. And once people realize that that's the kind of person that you are and that's how you move in, they kind of move off it. So I don't think there's a problem with the access. I think the access is completely fine. I actually think it's really good.
I peep you, Mark. I just caught on. I just caught on, Mark.
What you caught on to? What you caught on to? Go ahead, Lee.
Where you going with this access thing? With the whole Kyrie at the party? I just caught on. Go ahead, Avery.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say no. The fans, it shouldn't be a limitation of the access fans have to stuff. And I'm gonna kind of spin off what y'all said. It should be a limitation of access that the players have to stuff. Sorry, you know, this is what happens when you try to create your own brand. Your business gets out there. This is what happens when you want people in your business. You want people to know what's going on, what kind of burger you eating. If I was at the strip club and things like that, shout out to Lou Williams. You know, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's not the fans. Yo, man, us as fans, you know, people always say, oh, y'all are just fans and y'all just talk. Yo, y'all are here to provide us entertainment. That's what we do, right? That is what basketball players, football players, athletes do. Actors, that's what we do. And you know, pop culture, what is pop culture, right? It's us being involved with what's going on with celebrities and things of that nature. So no, it's not about that. Yo, the world wants that, man. You know, players love attention. You know, so no, it's not about the fans all the time. The fans are just crazed over. You got some fans like us that don't go crazy over people and be in their business. And then you got some fans that's what they do. They spend all their time on social media. So what do you expect from that? So no, the access needs to be taken away from the athlete. How about that?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing though, Avery, and I know this Mark is going with it. When you see a player, like you mentioned Lou Williams ain't post himself.
Right.
Somebody else posted Lou Williams.
Right.
Kyrie ain't post himself. Somebody put the video of Kyrie at the party. So I see where Mark is going. As a fan, we should, because personally, I've seen NBA players in spots. I'm not pulling out my camera to take a picture or video of them or doing that. But I'm also older. I don't know if I was my son's age, if I seen KD in a spot, I wouldn't pull my phone. I'd be like, yo, KD, you know what I mean?
True.
So it's the era that we live in, but fans do have to respect another person's privacy, especially when they're not on that court.
And Leaf, I'm glad you said it and framed it the way you framed it, because that's exactly where I get at about this. A lot of times the players aren't posting stuff. It's other people around them. It's people that see stuff and it gets shared and it gets pushed around. And now we have a culture of thirst. And what I go back to is something that has transpired 6 years ago. When Cap did what he did, we all screamed for him to actually give us more access and speak. And when we didn't get it, we were mad at Cap because he didn't speak more, because he didn't give us more access, even though he set the fire, he set the flame. And now everybody else was supposed to run with that flame. And I keep saying, yo, we are right now, we have taken on this new culture that I got to be in your business. I have to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. The whole following thing, yo, I got to have, just like now, you got players with their brand that they got to have X amount of followers. Everything is about followers. At the end of the day, I want, let people live, man. Why do fans have to have so much access? It's just different for me, how I see it. If this dude is at a party celebrating his sister's birthday, why are you on IG posting something about it, man? Yo, let that man have his space. Let him have his time. Yo, you're a guest there. That's why now you go to industry functions, they take your phone from you.
Yeah,
yo, you can't even have your phone. You know what? You're not going to have access here. They totally shut it down. And that's what has to happen to have privacy. So I say that because I actually understand that you have us as fans that want to be in the know, but I ain't got to be in the know, kid. Yo, if Sports Center posted or this person posted, I'm fine with that. But I don't have to follow somebody to follow their life to find out what they're doing. That's me, man.
No, I'm gonna disagree, and not because I agree with what you're saying. Like I'm a person. I've seen my favorite Giant of all time. I've seen him in a CD Miami strip club doing some things that he probably shouldn't have been doing. I didn't take pictures or anything like that or post. But again, you have to realize the era that you're in, right? And again, is Kyrie being at that party a big deal if Kyrie is on the court playing? Is Lou Williams a big deal going to go get some wings at Magic City if we're not in a pandemic? No. You are supposed to be an NBA.
Yes.
But we wouldn't have known about it, Banks. Here's the thing.
We
wouldn't have known about it.
People for the culture that we in. You cannot blame people for taking out their phones and seeing somebody famous and doing what they do. So now, this has become this whole thing. This has become this whole thing of like, we're in an era now, like, oh, people do things and we didn't do things in my era. That's not true. It wasn't available. And to tell you the truth, that some of the stories about Michael Jordan have enhanced his legend as we've heard them after the fact that they've happened, about him gambling, about what he said to Allen Iverson the first time he met Allen Iverson and stuff like that. These things, we just have access now. And again, if you're not You just have to realize the culture that you're in. If you're in, this is the culture that we're in now. People going to take out their phones and shoot. Is it right? No, but it is what it is. You just
hold on, Banks. Hold on, Banks. With the
thing.
All right, so with the Lou Williams thing, I can see you because where you was at, you were supposed to be in the bubble. Yes, he really just went to get some wings because people say he was only there for like 20 minutes. But with the Kyrie thing, it was a private party. Private party means like, yo, you my man. Like that's like me being out of work when I'm supposed to be at work and me and you together, and now you post me online. Right. It's kind of the same thing. I feel in certain situations, I feel like
that's my man. This is his sister's party. Now, agreed. I'm not even defending the person that did the video. It's some sucker shit. I agree with that. What I'm telling you is this: you have to realize the level of fame that you garner at this point.
But that's what I'm talking to, Banks.
But this is what I'm saying, Mark. This thing with Kyrie is still not a story if Kyrie is playing ball. Banks. Nobody cares about him being at that party.
No, I disagree. Because of the pandemic, I think it's still a story.
But this is what I'm saying. It's gotten carried away now how everybody got to be up in somebody's business, private life on what's going on. Everybody wants to be in the know.
Mark, here's the reason why, right? Because if me and Banks is out and me and Banks see something and we record it and we post it and our followers go up, now we can make money off of it. Everything's a money grab.
Everything's monetized. You know what I'm
saying? Everybody trying to get the bag. It could be a small bag, it could be a big bag, but everybody trying to get the bag. And if I'm and people think if I could get the bag off of your expense, guess what? I'm gonna do it. That's how people think. People thought the same way back then.
I'm not saying no to that, Leaf, but here's the thing. Like what we watch with D. Watson, all these reports come out. You know, you got all of these false narratives, all these sources and all this and that, and you constantly hear it, constantly we get inundated with it, and we don't know what's real. We don't know.
Yeah, but
that's like what I said before. That's like what I said before.
We're also in a 24-hour news cycle, a 24-hour sports news cycle.
I gotta agree with Banks on this one, man. Like, yo, you want to be? I simplify it, even though I know it's not simple, and I get it in context, Mark. Like, yo, it is some sucker stuff, right? To be filming, like we ain't doing that. Most of us, we not doing that, right? But this is the generation we live in, yo. It's part of course. Just like when Charles Barkley said, "I'm not a role model." Guess what? You ain't got that choice, bro. You know, that's not an option. When you're an entertainer, people look up to you. What do we look up to? We looked up to drug dealers on our block or whatever. That wasn't their choice. You know what I'm saying? It is the people, it is the person who has the perspective and that perception. That's the choice of that person to make that decision.
But I'm speaking to the people. That's why I said, do fans have too much access? I didn't say the athletes. I said the fans, and I'm putting the onus on the fans because they are the ones that has to carry because of they are the ones thirsting to be a part of this, monetizing and doing all that stuff.
Yes, but those same fans.
Wait.
Go ahead.
But Avery, at some point, when are we going to say enough is enough?
I agree.
If we keep letting it go and keep letting it spread, then it's never gonna slow down.
I'm gonna tell you when you can say enough is enough.
We putting the onus on the fans, and everybody's trying to monetize.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you when you say it's enough. When ESPN stops reporting certain things, right? When we stop looking at first take round the clock, when we stop looking at our take, shout to our take, yo, we looking for sponsors round the clock, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. This is we thirst for information all day, good, bad, and indifferent.
But no. See, but that's the problem, though.
We're not.
I agree, that's the problem, but it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
But wait. That's why I said, Avery, we're not delving into we delve into topics. We delve into sports and the nucleus around sports. We're not running up to posting up stuff. Man, about players' girlfriends and this and that. Yo, because
you got the TMZ of sports. I got you.
Yo, listen, it's just a bit much now what I'm seeing and how it's playing out. And then it's
you know
like,
why, Mark?
It's fair game.
I gotta disagree wholeheartedly because
there's a market for everything, Mark. Just because we don't care about a player's girlfriend, guess what? 100,000 people someplace else do care about a player's girlfriend.
And it's monetizing their site the same way some of these athletes are dropping the story about their girlfriend. They're monetizing their shit too. It's everybody's doing it. It's not just Stop making it about the fans trying to be up in everybody's business. Some of these players are giving people all this access into their lives. If you don't want to be a part of it, just fall back.
I am one that's going to put the onus on fans first, because I think the behavior has created a culture that's not helpful to us, because that's why now we see videos when people are out there fighting, doing the madness. We are first to take our phones out and video it and post it without helping somebody, without doing anything. And that's it. That's why I said this culture has created that now it's all about posting. And I think that's hurting us more than it is helping us. So
when you say we, I just got a question. When you say we, who do you mean?
He's talking about people in general. People in general.
I was just asking. But then also, here's what I'll say, right? Look at LeBron James, right? Now, most of us can pick, we know who Savannah is, but she's very low key. I couldn't pick Kawhi Leonard's girlfriend, wife. I don't even know if he's married, out of a lineup. I don't know who these people are. And that's because he keeps it basketball. This falls on the athlete somewhat too. You can pull out your phone and record Kawhi and his wife, but
Banks, I'm not saying no. I just said I put the onus on the fans first. That's why I asked the question from that point of view, because I was looking at the fans.
I agree, but I think that when you put stuff out there, like I say, I always tell my son, don't give people reasons.
Some of them feed into it also, without a doubt. Athletes do feed into it, right? But again, they wouldn't have much to feed into if fans wasn't there to eat it up as well. That's why I said, but once again, this is a great topic there to talk about. This is our take, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.